Well, after a lot of serious fucking about, I'm actually off on the Great Glen Way. I'll have to fill you in later. Yeah, like I said, I'm off. The problem was there was a lorry jackknife on the A77. So the coach was over an hour late getting here. Obviously I missed the connection, and well, next bus up to Fort William wasn't until 2:20, so didn't get in the 5:30. Had to go and get some stuff in Morrison's. So here we are at the start. Thankfully the weather is fantastic, and yeah, that's all you can ask for really. I'm just going to keep hiking until I find a pitch. Pretty hot, even late in the day. I'm going to give you the token shot of the beach boat. Why not? And there she is. That's where I've come from and round. So I just walked the Caledonian Canal office to get a key for the Trailblazer sites and stuff, but yeah, it's shut. So it was a waste of time. I suppose I don't really have, though I'm not in a hurry. I'm going to give you the obligatory shot of Neptune's staircase now. It's absolutely cooking tonight, I'm telling you. It might be late in the evening. Well, not late in the evening, but it might be the evening. But she's a hot one. Okay, I just had a wee pit stop there. Get a wee bit of energy, bit of fuel in me. Seen videos on YouTube of the Great Glen Way. I think we all have if you're watching this. A lot of people complain about it being a wee bit bland at the start. It's the first section really, apart from the landmarks like Neptune's staircase and stuff. But I think it's just a lovely wee walk. Now that could be because I'm doing it now. You see the sun's starting to go down. Well, it's on its way down, and it's a lovely night, evening, and yeah, that might have something to do with it. Now the terrain, I always like to talk about the terrain when I'm doing these things because not many do. That's tough on the feet. It's getting a bit dimmer, and checked the map and I'm about 5 miles out of Gairlochy. Well, this looks like Gairlochy, and very pleased about that. Because you can see there's still some decent light. I've made pretty good time, I must say. Yeah, my feet are sore though. And my knickers have been up my shuck half a day. But I'm doing alright. This is the wee laundry room that's been left open. As you can see, keys in the door. I've come in and just used the water really. Now I'm going to fill up this for the morning because I'm out. Well, morning campers. I've just brushed my teeth and stuff and going to get myself set up for day 2. Yeah, you'll see that it's just a beautiful morning here in Gairlochy, and an okay night's sleep. I don't usually get good night's sleep on the first night. Wee bit off and on, bit broken, but yeah, up with the birds as usual with me, and ready to rock and roll. So I've got my beautiful morning here. Got a little coffee. I've got my porridge. In this wee tub here, I have peanut butter and hazelnut chocolate spread. Peanut butter is no sugar, but the hazelnut chocolate spread has no sugar, added sugar either, but it's still quite sweet. But that mixed in gives me a really high protein, high fibre breakfast. So I'm off, right, sun in the eyes straight away there. Yeah, I'm off again, stage 2. I'm not really doing this in stages. I'm just gonna go with the vibe, and I'm gonna stop and pitch where and when I feel like it. Yeah, I've sore glutes, sore bum from pounding that hard track yesterday. The base of my feet were sore, whatever you call them, the balls of your feet, is it? I was a bit sore. I did stop, put some Leukotape on a couple of toes yesterday evening, just because I felt a couple of hot spots, and just wanted to nail it right there, as you should. The pitch itself last night was really tough. The ground was stony, lots of roots from the surrounding trees, and really dry from this good weather. God, gonna have to put the shades on. Excellent. I didn't think I would need them with a bit of tree cover there, but we're walking east. Yeah, the pitch was a bit tough. Hard to get the tent stakes in. Perfect pitch down there for a freestanding tent, say, but for us trekking pole tent guys and girls, Not so good. Well, I walked a couple of 100 yards on up that road and missed a wee sign for a wee path crossing the fjord. Yeah, just admiring the views and missing the route. Well, this is just lovely down here at the lock. Now, somewhere around here would have been my choice of pitch. Look at this, man. Fantastic. Okay, basically we're just following this wee forest track, which is gorgeous. Now there's a couple of wee off routes to it. I think I wouldn't be too bothered by it. It seems all roads lead to Rome here. A couple of happy campers. Seen a few campers camped along this part of the trail in Gairlochy, and some just smashing pitches. Like most of them are now just having coffee or breakfast or whatever they're doing, and some's breaking camp. I'm a very early riser, so I mean 5 o'clock's a lie-in for me. So good luck to them if I can get the kip. See a lot of hikers on trails, and they're really knocking out the miles, pushing, and yeah, let's get some miles in. And you know, you've really got to stop and smell the roses. You know, this is what we came here for. I think is what I came here for. Right after that lovely walk round the lock, back to some tarmac pounding. To be honest, I didn't do any homework on this trail because I'd seen vids, like I've seen lots of people who have done it, but I personally didn't look too deep into it. Isn't this just gorgeous? Yeah, I didn't look too deep into it because I wasn't sure that I was going to do this right up until I got off the train at Fort William. Yeah, I can't really miss this spot because as you can read from this, and I'm sure you've seen this in everyone else's videos, but this is really worth it. This is the original Army and Royal Marine Commandos training for beach landing and stuff. So we salute you guys. Very difficult to see. There's a wee deer in the woods there. I heard him, he heard me. He went on a wee bit, but he stopped, and there he goes. There he's there, he still hasn't got away. I hope he's not going to cross the road because just seen a bit of traffic there. Here he comes. Oh, he's a wee bit freaked. Don't I'm not sure he's going to try and jump that. There he goes. Well, he crossed the road again, and I've no idea how I skipped that fence. Sorry about that. I'm just in good form this morning. It was great to get to use the facilities at Gairlochy this morning and last night. The toilets and then the washing machine, laundry room type thing to clean up the cooking stuff. Yeah, it was fantastic. Say, toilets were immaculate, and you got to leave them the way you found them, of course. And I got a wee flashback, which is unusual for me because my memory's shot to hell. Yeah, this wee flashback of my ma saying to us when we're weans, do you do your numbers? Yeah, I did my numbers, Mum. Okay, so for the last mile or so out of Clunas, been on a forestry track. You can see behind me the trail. Don't really get too many good views of the lock because of the trees, of course, but a lot of people don't like these. I think they're tedious, and they just plod on through, pick them up and lay them down stuff. When you're walking solo, or even when you're walking with people, and you're not talking, you're just walking at your own pace. These are the periods that I personally sort of just drift into yourself, and these are the spots where you can walk on automatic pilot because the road's flat and straight, and this is where your head sorts itself out. All those things just be put in priority boxes and stuff, you know, and you kind of get what's important sorted out in your head, and these parts of a trail aren't monotonous and tedious. They're priceless. Well, this last bit's been a bit of an incline, and I think we're on a wee bit of a up and downer for a while. That's okay. Breaks it up, and we get up the tree line here and we can see the lock. The breeze is beautiful, the sunshine amazing when you're not in the shade, because it's still quite early. I'm putting it down around the 9 bells. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. It could be 9:30 or 10. I'm really not sure, I haven't looked. But yeah, it's just it's just great. Yeah, on a wee descent here, so I'm going to take a break and get some more fuel, and somebody's let out some lovely chairs before I head round this bend and probably upwards, but yeah, I want to enjoy this. Bloody excellent. Okay, so we've come to this impasse here. It's not really an impasse, it's a diversion. This is the diversion. It's well, basically they're sorting out a big hydro plant for renewables, and we're up here now. Now I don't know how long this diversion's been around, but yeah, onwards and upwards. A few miles back, quite a few miles back there, I realised that I'd forgotten my smidge. But lo and behold, someone, here's another viewing point. You can see that behind me. Yeah, didn't mean my smidge, but someone had dropped their it was like Jungle Max or something, bug repellent. So I put that on. I've already got permethrin and stuff on my trousers, but I put this on my face and stuff, and my hands and some other parts. Fairly warmed it up when I put it on, I'll tell you, it's deep. And as for the person who dropped that from their pack or whatever, sympathies if you've walked into the midges without your protection, and yeah, thanks. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to get a nice walk in the shade. It's levelled out and probably going downwards now towards in the Fort Augustus direction, obviously, with that signpost. I don't know what's in between, if anything, to be honest with you. I haven't really done my homework on this one because, as I said before, I was kind of winging it when I got the bus, and it really wasn't a mistake choosing this. I'm just adoring the time. Well, I'm just over a mile out of South Lagan here, and it's been all totally kosher today, like no complaints. Let's hope that wasn't no kiss of death there on the rest of the trail. What the fuck is that? I mean, look at those wee fellas. Them gorgeous wee fellas. What the hell's that all about? Would you just look at this? This is fucking appalling. Are these things really vermin up here? Poor fella there as well. So I'm heading down into Lagan for a well-needed break. I think that'll be over 12 miles I clocked in this morning, and well, it's now just gone afternoon. Body feels good and the head feels good and all that stuff, but feet, feeling that surface. Took a wee break at South Lagan there. Got some grub. Not much really, but some energy. And more really to take care of my feet and give them a break. Well, just plodding on here. It's quite nice in the shade. The forest floor isn't as tough, although it is like hard and stony. There is a certain amount of leaves and stuff on top, which is cushioning a bit. The diversion, once you get into Lagan itself, go down into South Lagan, diversion takes you down there, across the lock, and then we're on the south side, the south bank really of Gairlochy, and that's where it seems to be going from now. I don't know how far I'll go before I decide to call the day, but regardless, it's been a great day so far. It's been pretty much this for a wee while, a couple of miles anyway, like, and I think it's going to be like this for another couple of miles, 2.5, maybe 3 miles to the bridge at White there, so maybe the diversion ends there and we're back onto the original break-in way on the other side from there on. We'll see. Yep, bit of a tunnel here, but it's nice and cool inside. Yeah, bit of shade, bit of breeze coming down through it. Ooh. Just have my feet dipped in the waters, freezing cold waters of Gairlochy, and it was great. That's us coming to the end of Gairlochy. Oh yeah, right here we have an informal camp area. There's someone pitched up over there, but I'm getting in. Well, it's 6:30 and I've got a pitch in a wee area on the canal at the lock. Fantastic. Couldn't really ask for more there. Not the flattest ground, or, well, it's not great, but it's fantastic.